Once upon a time, Ndamukong Suh was the highest paid defensive tackle in all of football. Remember when he jumped from the Lions to the Dolphins in 2015, I believe it was. Big contract for him. Still some interest out there in his services. He says he's in no hurry to sign. Quote, I have no desire to be in a training camp. He didn't join the Eagles until week 11 of last year. He had 1 sack, 5 quarterback hits in 11 games, including the playoffs. He played 35% of the snaps, part of that rotation. And he's at a point in his career where he doesn't have to be there. He can wait. He can see how the season plays out. He told me last year after his first game with the Eagles, he's got 2 boys. He wants to have a ring for each one.
Right.
He's got 1 ring. He wants another one.
Yeah.
So you wait a while.
That's all it's about for him right now.
You see which horse starts to separate.
Right.
And maybe you pick the right one. Although the Chiefs may be the one. I mean, as long as they got Mahomes and Ndamukong, I think the Chiefs. You wore red at Nebraska.
Right.
You wore red in Tampa.
Yeah, you live close to Warren Buffett. You're not far from him and everything, his old buddy, right? I mean, first off, he's totally at that point of his career where it's just about where can I go to try to win a ring. It speaks to the physical freak the guy is that he can be like, training camp, the first 6 or 7 weeks of the year, the first 10 weeks of the year, it doesn't matter. I can come in and start at D tackle if you need me to next week. You know, that's why he's a Hall of Fame defensive tackle because of that. But yeah, I'd be interested. I don't know. You know, I think it's probably going to be I feel like it's going to go down the road of like a mid-season, we're into the season type of thing with Ndamukong Suh, right? I don't think he's going to sign at the end of training camp. I think he's going to gauge the season a little bit so he can pick the team he wants and get a feel for that.
When you are used to making top-of-the-market money, and you're now relegated to basically the minimum, and I can't remember what his deal was last year, but it wasn't anything
nothing
tremendous.
Special.
Why show up early? Why put yourself through all that stuff? It's not worth it. And if his objective is to win another championship, wait a little while, bet on the right horse. I mean, wouldn't it be great? Betting would be a lot easier if you could bet on horses during the race. That's kind of what he did last year, and he almost pulled it off. And maybe this year, he sees how things go, and a need comes up, a team, big-time contender loses a key player, or he just decides I'm going to join the rotation like they have in Philadelphia. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see him again this year, and I would be surprised if we see him before Halloween.
Yeah, that's kind of how I would feel about it too. I think he's not going to pick a team in early September and have the risk of, oh no, I'm now on a team that's 6-7 here coming down the stretch, and we're playing for nothing or whatever that way. No, I think he is. He's smart enough. He's going to investigate the lay of the land and then try to pick a winner.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.